Remember, every professional was once an amateur, and every master started as a beginner. Ordinary people can accomplish extraordinary feats once they've routinized the right habits. Robin Sharma. The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma is more than just a productivity book. It's a call to revolutionize how we live by leveraging the power of the early hours. At its heart, it's about personal mastery, reclaiming control over our time, and unlocking peak performance by starting each day with a potent, transformative morning routine. Sharma delivers this message through a blend of philosophy, storytelling, and actionable advice. He offers readers both inspiration and practical strategies, all wrapped in an engaging narrative style that makes the lessons easier to absorb. The core message: owning your morning. Sharma's central premise is straightforward. Your morning determines your day and ultimately your life. By rising at 5 a.m., you can tap into a victory hour of solitude, focus, and peace, a time when distractions are at a minimum and your mind is most receptive to creativity and deep thinking. This magical time is when you can focus on personal growth, physically, mentally, and spiritually, so you can perform at your highest level for the rest of the day. One of the most memorable phrases that Sharma uses is, "The way you start your day profoundly shapes how you live your day." By cultivating discipline around the 5 a.m. wake-up, he argues you're setting yourself up for success, which compounds over time into remarkable achievements. The storyline, characters, and metaphors. Instead of a typical self-help book structure, Sharma cleverly embeds his wisdom in a fictional narrative. The story follows 4 main characters: the entrepreneur, the artist, the spellbinder, a charismatic teacher, and the eccentric billionaire who introduces the concept of the 5 a.m. club. The entrepreneur is struggling with her business, feeling overwhelmed and burnt out. The artist, a once successful painter, is creatively blocked and disillusioned. Both meet the spellbinder at a motivational seminar, where they learn about the potential of living extraordinary lives. However, it's through the billionaire, who they initially mistake for a beggar due to his quirky behavior, that they discover the true power of the 5 a.m. club. Through a series of globe-trotting adventures, the billionaire takes the entrepreneur and the artist on a journey of personal growth, teaching them his philosophy of life, work, and happiness. They visit beautiful, serene locations like Mauritius, Rome, and South Africa, where the billionaire shares lessons that underpin the 5 a.m. club methodology, the 20-20-20 formula. At the core of the 5 a.m. club is the 20-20-20 formula, a method that breaks down the first hour of your day into 3 20-minute segments. 1. Move, 5 to 5:20 a.m. The first 20 minutes should be dedicated to intense physical activity. Sharma emphasizes how moving your body boosts dopamine, reduces cortisol, the stress hormone, and increases your energy levels. He shares research that shows how even a brief but intense workout can enhance brain function. A practical anecdote here is the billionaire explaining how he does burpees and sprint intervals during this time, exercising until he's sweaty because that's a sign of effort and progress. 2. Reflect, 5:20 to 5:40 a.m. The next 20 minutes are for reflection, which might include meditation, journaling, or practicing gratitude. This time is about connecting with yourself, reviewing your goals, and setting intentions for the day. The billionaire shows how he journals regularly, jotting down his fears, hopes, and ideas. He even keeps a victory log where he records daily wins, no matter how small, to maintain a positive momentum. 3. Grow, 5:40 to 6 a.m. The final 20 minutes should be devoted to learning and self-improvement. This could be reading a book, listening to a podcast, or studying something new. By investing in personal growth every morning, you ensure that you're constantly expanding your knowledge and staying ahead of the curve. The Billionaire demonstrates this by reading books on psychology, biographies of great leaders, or listening to educational material, anything that sharpens his mind. The underlying principle is that these three elements, physical health, mental clarity, and continuous learning, prepare you to face the day's challenges with peak energy and focus. Before we move forward, if you're enjoying this content, please like and subscribe to show your support. For those wanting to grab a copy of the 5am Club, click the link in the description for more details. The 4 interior empires. Another key framework in the 5am Club is the 4 interior empires: mindset, heart set, health set, and soul set. These are the 4 dimensions of personal mastery that Sharma says we must nurture in order to live a truly rich life. Mindset. This is about your mental attitude and beliefs. The Billionaire teaches the entrepreneur and the artist that cultivating a positive, resilient mindset is crucial. A strong mindset allows you to handle setbacks and stay focused on your goals despite the inevitable challenges. Heart set. Heart set refers to emotional intelligence and well-being. Sharma highlights the importance of processing emotions, healing from past wounds, and practicing empathy and kindness. The Billionaire is a firm believer in the power of emotional health and often reflects on how unresolved emotional pain can block progress. Health set. Your physical well-being is crucial to your success, and this is where the 5am workout routine plays a big role. The Billionaire frequently emphasizes how neglecting your health is akin to neglecting your potential. He's a walking example of how maintaining strong physical fitness fuels mental and emotional stamina. Soul set. Finally, soul set is about spirituality, purpose, and contribution. Sharma argues that living a meaningful life requires aligning your actions with your core values and finding a deeper sense of purpose. The Billionaire often quotes philosophers and spiritual leaders, encouraging the entrepreneur and artist to connect with their true selves and seek to make a difference in the world. Anecdotes: the power of early risers. Throughout the book, Sharma peppers the narrative with stories of iconic figures who have harnessed the early morning hours to achieve greatness. He shares anecdotes about how successful people like Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, and Nelson Mandela were all early risers, and how they used the quiet morning hours to think, plan, and strategize. For instance, the Billionaire recounts how Michelangelo would rise before dawn to work on his sculptures, taking advantage of the tranquility and focus that only the early hours could provide. The book's characters are shown how emulating such habits can help them produce their best work and live more fulfilling lives. The importance of consistency. One of the recurring themes in the book is the importance of consistency. It's not enough to wake up at 5am occasionally. To reap the full benefits, it must become a daily habit. Sharma frequently uses the metaphor of farming. Just as a farmer must tend to his crops daily, so must we tend to our habits if we want to harvest success. The entrepreneur and the artist struggle with this at first, but they soon realize that it's the discipline of showing up every day that makes all the difference. Conclusion: becoming legendary. Sharma concludes the 5am Club by urging readers to commit to their personal evolution, to strive not just for success, but for significance. The ultimate goal is to become legendary, to live a life of contribution, creativity, and joy, while leaving a meaningful legacy. This is not about being perfect, but about constant improvement, about becoming 1% better each day. By following the lessons of the 5am Club, readers are invited to join the ranks of those who rise before dawn and use these early hours to transform themselves so they can go on to transform the world. The book is a powerful reminder that success is not just about hard work. It's about working smart, taking care of yourself, and aligning your life with your highest values and aspirations. If you want to learn more about leveling up your character, watch our summary of Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman.